Can I be real or is it boring? To give you a peace of mind, cause mine is so enormous. Way past the norm, Norman, while you're conforming. Like comforting mattresses.
What up, though? It's that nigga mom, man, and obviously Trump tried. Oh, before we get into it, like, subscribe, and share. But obviously Trump tried to do this weaponization fund for $1.8 billion of taxpayer money to pay all the people of the January 6th bullshit. Now, I always say this, I wanted to give y'all the context of how I feel about it. If January 6th was a bunch of black motherfuckers running across the White House lawn, they would have got killed. All of them. Shot dead. Because years ago, it was a lady that drove past the barricade and she got shot dead. Okay? Baby in the car and everything. So, that's that. I just want to add that little context to how I feel about, the racial dynamic of America. If it's black people doing the same bullshit that they doing, they did. I'm not Trump. Obama wouldn't have did, nigga, gave them no money, nigga. He would have been like, all the brave lives out there that were, protecting the White House and that, matter of fact, we wouldn't have made it across the motherfucking line. Like I said, the lawn. Trying to get across the line, we wouldn't have made it. And this motherfucker trying to protect him. So it shows you he trying to, I see it in here, somebody put it, he really trying to have his own army. And MAGA is that powerful far as idiots that follow it. So I do want to show the small little piece of him defending it. And how it relates to how a lot of black brothers is locked up. So let's go. He don't give a fuck about us having the same situation where you gonna see what I'm talking about.
What you do? Try looking at the tapes one time.
Would you take it off
Look
the
at
table?
the tapes one
Okay,
time.
but 172 people did plead guilty to assaulting police officers.
You know why they pled
Should
guilty?
they be exempt
Because they told they
from
were going to
receiving
jail for
funds?
15 years if they didn't.
Should
They
they?
pled guilty because they were.
And niggas, it's a bunch of motherfuckers that got locked up, and reality was this. They got, a lot of them got exonerated later, but in this case, what he's saying, yeah, black people go through that shit all the time. So MAGA, they all of a sudden get a pass. A pass on bullshit, on committing a crime, but their crime was heinous. You actually coming to injure motherfuckers. Nigga could still stole a bag of chips. Y'all be on some bullshit. Nigga had a dime or a quarter in the wrong state. Y'all giving them hella time. So it's wild. The shit with Carmelo Anthony. And he was defending himself. This the type of America we live in. Where in the same state, a white boy wasn't defending himself. He was actually just attacking a motherfucker and stabbed him 4 times and killed him. And he only got 10 years. I think in the same state, another white boy killed a motherfucker, only got 10 years probation. Only did 30 days in jail. So, come on.
They went down. They were ushered into a building. Many of them were arrested without even going
You'd
into
be
the
okay
building.
with them receiving taxpayer dollars?
The people were destroyed by dirty cops and by weaponization.
And he calling all the cops dirty that was there protecting the White House. This those people president as Willie D. This is your president, because at the end of the day, it ain't my president, because I don't give a fuck about what president in that bitch. But this is a spectacle. It's a spectacle to watch. So I'm watching it, and I'm reacting to it. So I'm gonna look at a little bit more of this video, because hopefully they don't block it, because everybody else be doing their shit and it be cool. But let me see.
Many of those people should be compensated. Now, with that being said, as I understand it, the weaponization fund was going to set up a group of people, people that could be picked by anybody, fair people, smart people, and they will go on an individual case basis.
Fair people, smart people, fucking racist. So we not gonna even look at it even further because we see where this going and see what the mentality of the people. Like, he's a perfect reflection of the idiots that follow him. Perfect reflection. He's stupid. I'm not even gonna get to the part where he in the interview. Matter of fact, I should get to that. Matter of fact, fast forward to that part because he was pissed because he couldn't dodge the questions she was asking. Questions she was asking was simple questions, but matter of fact, she was like, "Nigga, essentially, you ran your campaign on the fact that you was not gonna start no new wars, and he trying to dodge it the best way he can, but she on his ass."
They are slow. They're urging.
No, they're crooked.
They're urging the votes to be counted quickly. That's how they vote
They're
in
crooked,
California.
just like you're crooked. Your press is crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked.
To be fair, I'm not crooked, but let's
Really?
let's
When you
continue.
play right into their hands.
Let's continue.
You're either crooked or you're stupid. You play right into their hands with this rap. You know.
Like, cutting up like that, bro. On a journalist, man, nigga tripping, dog. But, and we ain't never seen this shit in history. Never. With a a president. There's probably been other politicians, like lower class, like, lower state level type of politics or city level type of politicians. We'll probably see them cut up with like Coleman A. Young, yeah. Growing up, I heard about him, Kwame Kilpatrick. He was tripping, but he ain't publicly tripped like this nigga doing it. So, like, on some 60 Minute or NBC News type shit, they wasn't on that type of shit. We already know how to code switch and where to bring it out if we is in that type of field of work. But I ain't gonna make this video too long. I'm gonna leave it at this. I was gonna get to the part where he in the video, but I'm not, matter of fact, I'm gonna get straight to that. Cause it's getting it. Matter of fact, he is cutting to it. I think this is around that part. Talking about
that these elections are rigged. Your network knows that they're rigged. You know that I won an election in a landslide.
And that's contradictory right there. These elections are rigged. I won an election by a landslide. Then he gonna say, but the news wasn't covering it like I did that. So is it rigged or is the news not covering it? What is it? You know what I'm saying? But we're going to fast forward a little bit to where you
there's more evidence than ever presented.
Let's talk
your
about
election.
Talking about evidence about the elections being rigged.
You're crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked.
Mr.
Meet the Press is crooked. He pissed, nigga. That orange is turning burnt orange, red, and y'all know what burnt orange is.
Sided crooked networks, right?
That
Let's call it
motherfucker
quits, 'cause I've had enough.
damn near look like an oil color. Like when the oil be in the ground, then it be greenish, it be reddish. He look like the little oranges type shit.
Thank you, darling. Have a good time.
Mr. President, let's please. I traveled all the way to Wisconsin.
I've
I
sat
traveled.
Then continue to argue. This the president. The range crazy. But let's look at some of these comments, man. He called her fake and dirty. Her network does not sue him for defamation. You are crooked and stupid. She should be able to sue. Why doesn't he pay his goons out of his own billions? Your election in this country. He is deranged. Great job. Oh my God, there's something seriously wrong with the president. Well, let him pay out of pocket if he cares. Left or right. It isn't his money to give away. Give her a medal for doing her job. And she was she was super patient. She was super patient. You know what I'm saying? She trying to do her job. This is probably the most important interview of her life. She thinking like, yes, I got an interview with the president. She probably was up there practicing and shit. Like, yeah, won't you won't? Cause look, listen to what she said.
I know. I traveled all the way to Wisconsin.
Drove all the way from Wisconsin all the way to fucking Washington D.C. probably. You know what I'm saying? So she took all the time and she drove, nigga. She probably did it herself, nigga. She probably ain't used the company card, nothing, nigga. So it's just like, yeah, this nigga Trump a bitch. But I will leave it at that. Like, subscribe, and share. Stay peaceful, productive, and positive. It's that nigga Mom, and much love.
Can I be real or is it boring? To give you a peace of mind, cause mine is so enormous. Way past the norm, norming, while you're conforming. Like comforting mattresses that comfort them with torment snoring. Like you in your own home with a home phone. I'm more like E.T., got a phone home.